Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down Packers.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. To throw is Rodgers. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And again, it's Rodgers. steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 646.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Complete to Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. The Bears at 4-5, a game under 500. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Now it's Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards that time. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Fields being chased out left. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Here's Fields. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers to throw once more. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And this is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Fields. He completes it to Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards there for number 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now here's the option play going left. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Here's Fields. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. first down throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. Gets by him at the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not only going to catch the football, he's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game. but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action, Rodgers. Swings this out for Hunt. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. Another completion here to Hunt. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And again, it's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. Buying time to his left. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down and 4, Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Down inside the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Fields going to keep it once more. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, but now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as they have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. McCann's got it teed up. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone. Start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Here's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tonyan. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Rodgers again now. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 26 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And this offense on third down today, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Fields. steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when it gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Here we go. Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll lose yardage here. 47. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tonyan. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He stiff arms him. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
No. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
26.
Rodgers going to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Rodgers throwing here. That's taken in by Watson. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. The point after is good, and the lead now up to 14.
The score, Packers 35, Bears 21.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Connects with Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end,